Someone told me you wanted to learn how to code games. Well, this is the tutorial for you. Today, I will show you how to make a simple game for 100% free, and you do not need to download anything at all. So, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to scratch.mit.educate.edu, and first link down below in the description, and then you just press this button that says Join Scratch. And then you'll create a username, and my name is Game Gamer. Then create a passcode. And then you'll want to press next. In a second. Oh, username can't have spaces. So you wanna, I'm just gonna put game, username taken, just random numbers. Select the country you wanna live in. Which I'm gonna be blurring all this stuff out. And then press next. Then select the date you were born. And then you don't have to say your gender. And then enter your email address. And then press create your account. Then press get started. So that is basically it. And now all you have to do is go over here to this blue button, to this thing that says create, and click on it. And then it'll take a moment, and then it'll start creating your very first project to work from. Now, you will need to know a little bit of math, but the only math you'll need to know is greater than, less than, and what the equal symbol means. And a lot of people know that math. Most people know that, so if you know that math, you should be good to go. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is choose a character. You can either keep with the default sprite, or you can delete it, and then go over here to this button, and then you can either press choose a sprite, to paint, surprise, or upload one. I'm gonna choose a sprite. Then we can come down here, and I am going to go with this ball. Okay, now that we've got a ball, we're probably gonna want to pick a backdrop. So if you go over to this button, this says stage, and then go over down here, and you see this like little magnifying glass, click on that and it says select choose a backdrop. Then you can scroll through here, and I actually have one that I'm going to use, the neon tunnel. And there you've got your own background. You can again also draw one, have it like random pick one, or upload your own. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to want to make some code so it can actually do stuff. So if you click on your ball, or whatever sprite you want, and let's change the name. So I'm going to change the name to player. You can call it whatever you like. And then go over to, well, basically I'm going to give you a walkthrough of like how you do it. Over here is your game. Over here is like your sprites and backdrops. Here is your code. Here is your your code options, and then over here you have costumes, which you can have it like be blue or like stuff. And if you want to change a costume, I'll show you how to do that later. And over here you have different sound effects you can do. I have boing, which you can't actually hear it, and pop. Pop is most things actually will have pop. Sprites will have pop from the beginning, okay? And a sprite is like basically things like players and other stuff. Now, to start building your code, you're gonna want to go over to code, and then go over to, well, here you have like my blocks, variables, operators, sensing, control, events, sound, looks, and motion. We're gonna start by making it move, so we're gonna go over to events, and then when we have this one green flag clicked, and let me just tell you, whenever you want to start a game in Scratch, just press this green flag, and if you want to stop it, press the red circle. It won't actually do anything because we don't have any code now. But take this one green flag clicked and drag it out here. There, now you have your first block of code. Now let's actually make it move. So you're gonna want to go over to the control, and you can put a if then block. This is good for blocks that you want to make them do stuff after something has happened. So we're gonna go over to sensing, and then when key blank, which is a drop down, pressed, and we can just drag this right inside here. Now over where it says space, we're gonna click on that, and we're gonna put left arrow. Got it? So now I might want to well, hold on. First of all, you're gonna want to go back over to control, and then you see this forever loop. Take it and put it on here. Now we want, well, before you do that, we're gonna want to duplicate this. So right click on it and press duplicate, and then you can just put it down below it. Then you can change this to right arrow to move it left and right. Now put both of these inside the forever loop and the forever loop right up there. Now, if you want this, well, basically, if you played Minecraft, you know you have like Y, X, and Z. Here it's only Y and X because you can't really make 3D games. And all the way over here is, as you can see, just like 280. And then over here is minus, over here is like minus 280. Up here, and then down here goes down to minus, I think, 150 or 180. And then up here goes to like 200, I think. So something like that. And then in the very center is 0. Now if you want to make it go to a certain spot, you can just change the X and Y. 0, 0. And in Minecraft, that would basically be spawn. So if you have played Minecraft, this is gonna be a lot easier to create your own Scratch games. Or you can just learn from the start. I actually only started playing Minecraft after I started doing Scratch. So yes. But now we want to make it move. So if we press the left arrow, well, first we want to press the green flag. If we press the left arrow or right arrow, nothing happens. But we're going to want it to make it do something. So we're going to head over to the motion, and then change X by 10 for left arrow. Wait, hold on. Yeah, change X by 10 for right arrow. And then we're going to want to take another change X by 10 and make it, sorry. And make it negative 10. That will mean it will change the X by 10, like move it over by 10, if I hold down right arrow, or if I just press it, and left arrow. So now if you use your right and left arrows, if you follow this tutorial correctly, this should be moving, and you can move it non-stop. Now let's press the stop button. So when we want it to start, we want it to start at the very center. So when green flags, we want to do a go to motion again if you went out, and then you see this grow to block, drag it and put it not in the forever loop, but above, like right above it. If you put it in the forever loop, that will cause major glitches and you will not be able to use this. So do this game. So make sure you put it above the forever loop and under the green flag, and let's just make this 0, 0. So when the green flag, so say we move it like over here, when the green flag's clicked, it goes to the center, and we can still move it again. Now, what we want to do is, well, this is going to be a Pong game, just because I feel like that's the easiest, I feel like that's the easiest game that you can make. So, we wanted to make, so first we're going to want to make like a what do you call them? Bar at the bottom to bounce to catch the ball. So you're gonna go over here, and then you can, and I'm gonna click paint, and then go over to costumes, or I might already do that for you. And here is where you can make your own sprite. So I'm gonna do this. It should be easy enough. I'm gonna make like a red, or maybe let's do like blue, and we can put the outline as like 10, and then draw our rectangle. Well, it actually turned out great. So there we have a rectangle. Now we can move this down here. Let's make the outline, let's make the outline maybe green, like, yeah, like that. That looks good. So let's make this more like maybe 50. Oh, whoops. Well, first, quick glitch. You're gonna have to select go on the arrow key and then select that, and then change this to 50. And we're probably gonna wanna make it a little less, so maybe let's do 25. There, I think that's good. So now we have our bar, and I'm just gonna make this a little skinnier. Perfect. We're gonna wanna make it move. So if we come over here, this is a cool trick, go over to the code, and then click on the backpack. Now, if you take this code and drag it to your backpack, it will put the script or code in your backpack. Now if we head over to the sprite 1, or which we can call bar, no, this is actually player, AY player, and this is meant to be ball, sorry for the misnames. And go over here, and then we can drag this script right out into the workspace, which will make it so we're gonna, well, first of all, we're gonna take this code in the ball, and we're going to throw it over here so we can delete it. Now, if we come over here to player, and we press green flag, we don't want it to go up there. So, we're gonna have to make it go down here, which we can just drag it down here. Then, in this, it will actually change the position we have. So let's do this, but let's make it more in the center. So I guess we can do this. I'm also gonna make it the outline more like 15 and make it a little smaller. There, I think that's good. So now we can have this new go-to, and then we can have this and replace it with the old one. Now if we press green flag, it'll go to here, even if all the way over here, it'll go to there when we start. Now, we want to make the ball bounce in a random position. So, we're going to want to start over on the code. Go to events, then the when green flag clicked, then go to control, and forever. Then we're going to do glide 1 second to random position. And let's make this 2.5 seconds. Basically, now it'll keep gliding. You want to make this faster, so let's do, how about 1 second? There, now it'll start bouncing. Or we can do 0.5 seconds, we'll go even faster. I'm just going to keep it at 1 for this tutorial, and you can always make it go to a different block. So we're going to just have it random position, so it'll work. Now, it will keep gliding, but if it touches this, it won't necessarily, it can go like through. You see how it like didn't fully go to it? Like it doesn't like fully go, it went a little through it. It can actually go all the way through it. So, we're gonna wanna fix that by doing a control and then another if then. And this we're gonna put under the glide 1 second to random position and in the forever loop and go to sensing. Then we can get this touching mouse pointer, drag it out and change it to player. So if touching player, then I'm going to want to make another background. So if you click on stage, then go to backdrops, and then I'm going to take this one and make it and call it you win. No, I forgot to rotate. You win screen. Then we can take this text and we'll make it, I think, red. Make it like this red, and then we can call it. We can change the font to. And let's wait, what's curly? Okay, and then do you win. Now, let's change the size. Well, we can make it a little bigger. And it will do you win screen. So, we're going to want to make it by default go to the neon tunnel. So, if we're still in the backdrops, we go to events, when green flag clicked, looks, and then do switch to backdrop neon tunnel. Then we go over to the player, ball, and then go to looks, and then go to switch to switch to backdrop, the on tunnel, and then select this and put you win screen. Now, if we do this, hold on, it'll take a moment for it to come near, because again, it just goes to random positions. It touches it, it goes to a you win screen. But we don't really want it to like do it as soon as we don't really want it to like go into it. So we're gonna have to delete this touching block, not the if then, but just the touching block. And then sensing, and then touching color, and then dark green. And we're gonna just put it, we're gonna click on that and select this button down here. And then we can select, in the middle pixel is over here, select that lime, touching color that, then switch to backdrop you win screen. So as soon as it hits this, it will switch to backdrop you win screen. See? It doesn't like really glide through it that much. Now, okay, so now we want to make a score, right? So this is very easy. We just go down to the variables section and then press make a variable, and we're gonna make it for all sprites and call it score. Then press OK, and then we need to do one green flag click, set my variable to 0, and we're gonna have to make this score. And then when we forever, and then we're gonna take the change my variable by 1 and put it under, and put it above the my variable, and select this to score. Now we're going to want to make it so once we get to score 5, you say, it'll go to you win screen. So we do another if then block, and then we go to operators, and then we go to blank equals, and we're gonna want the second equals what we want the score to be. We're gonna do 5, and then we're gonna go through variables, and you see what says score. Drag this into the first block, and then put the switch to backdrop you win screen in there. Then put this underneath that if block, but still in forever. Now it should be your own game. Score 1, you see it went up. 2. 3, 4, 5, and it went to you win. Now, if you want to make your own custom sounds, you can just go to the sounds and then upload sound, and then you're just gonna want to do another forever loop and put another when green flag clicked, and then go to sound, and then you press play sound, and then select whatever sound you want, or like your music that you uploaded, until done. You have to have it a waveform, but that's only if you have your own background music. Now, I'm gonna just call this Pong tutorial, and then you have your own Pong game. So I hope you like this tutorial, and subscribe, like, and keep up to date for new tutorials on how to make new Scratch games. So, bye!